For millions of years, nature has been building a special place on Earth. A place for centuries where humans have been attracted to its unique beauties. Today, residents and visitors to the city of Pasadena come to enjoy the amenities and activities that this park has to offer. Where can one find such a versatile place for all? In the Arroyo Seco. Located in Southern California, it spans 8 miles for the western portion of the city of Pasadena. It is intersected by the Foothill Freeway and the Ventura Freeway. The Arroyo Seco is one of the region's most diverse parks.
The upper part of the arroyo is Magna. The central part has been devoted to active recreation, and the lower part of the arroyo to natural preservation.
Although surrounded by urban development, the Arroyo Seco is a thriving ecosystem for plants and animals and provides parkland and open space for Pasadena's residents and visitors. It is important to the region's natural history and function.
Yeah, as soon as these mountains started pushing up, of course, Mother Nature was working to wear them down. So the arroyo is a major drainage, at least in this western end of the San Gabriels. And she's always trying to wear down the boulders. The closer you get to the stream, the boulders are more water-worn and rounded. You get away from the stream, you'll find some more jagged edged ones that are fresh from the uplift. So it's always a matter of water and even a little bit of heat and cold that crack rock, but mostly the water erosion bringing down the sediments through the Arroyo Seco.
The ecosystem of the arroyo is affected by a climate found in only 5 areas in the world.
Mediterranean climate is found around the world, but only on about 3% of the land surface of the Earth. So it is a rare climate, and we're in the middle of one of those zones. So the plants and animals are adapted to the long, hot, dry summers. That's the dominating feature, and then short, cool, wet winters. But these plants then mimic plants in the Mediterranean region and South Africa and even parts of Australia. They look very similar even though they are not closely related because they adapt to those hot, dry summers and short, wet winters. So the leaf shape and the whole plant growth habit tends to be similar all around that 3% of the Earth's surface. We are in the middle of one of the biodiversity hotspots on Earth because of the number of species of plants and animals in this area and the number of rare and endangered plants and animals in Southern California and this LA County area. So it makes us special.
There's large mammals, so you have mountain lions, bobcats, coyotes are all through the area. There's over 300 species of birds that are found here in the Arroyo Seco, some resident, some migratory. So there's an abundance of wildlife, of native wildlife here. And it's, the water and the native plants is what brings them here to the arroyo.
For centuries, not only has wildlife been attracted to the Arroyo Seco, but humans have found its allure as well.
The European settlers came in the 1870s. Everybody settled right around the arroyo because it was the source of water, but also because of the great natural beauty of the arroyo.
This was where the water was for their orchards and for their crops. Devil's Gate was really the key to the circulation of water down from the mountains. Plus, there were springs, which today have disappeared, but a number of very important springs along the banks of the arroyo.
Although some things have diminished since urbanization, the importance of the Arroyo Seco to the region's water supply has not. The Arroyo Seco serves as one of the area's major drainages for precipitation that falls on the San Gabriel Mountains. The stream makes its way from high in the mountains to the Los Angeles River. Some of the water soaks in to replenish the region's groundwater, the Raymond Basin Aquifer. Spreading grounds and small dams are used to increase infiltration and further recharge the groundwater aquifer, which provides a significant source of the city's water. The Arroyo Seco is also very important to the pastimes of the city's residents as well.
My favorite place to ride would be up the canyon into the National Forest. Absolutely. It's beautiful. There are creeks and streams that cross the trail. There are beautiful trees that shade the trail nicely. And I love that there are a lot of people out. We have multi-use trails, and we may pass by a family pushing a stroller with toddlers. We may pass people on their own horses, and I just love that this is here and available to so many different people and that we all share the trails. Being outside, I think that it's just such a wonderful opportunity to explore the trails of the Arroyo Seco, and many of us are interested in wildlife and birding and botany and so forth. It's also a chance for urban folks to have a little bit of a rural lifestyle right here in Pasadena, and I think probably deep down inside we're a bunch of cowgirls and cowboys.
Each time I come out, I'm facing the challenge of wanting to get, more accurate, more distance. And so that mix of it being learnable in a day and yet taking a lifetime to master, that combination is probably the most entertaining. It's a new way to experience landforms where you're extending yourself. When you throw a long throw up and around a tree, you're experiencing that tree in a way that's different from just being under it. The most important thing, of course, about this particular disc golf course is that it was the first for the public, and so that puts it into the realm of it's the St. Andrews of our sport. And many people come here. If a disc golfer comes to the West Coast, they don't fail to play this course because it's the Valhalla. It's the beginning. So it has unique significance, and nothing else can replace it.
Carefully balancing recreation with the protection of the oak woodland will help to preserve its beauty for future generations. In addition to the Oak Grove Disc Golf Course, the Rose Bowl Stadium is also known nationwide. From all over the country, thousands converge to the Central Arroyo to participate in and enjoy the celebration that surrounds one of the nation's most famous football games. Each year in the middle of the Central Arroyo, the Rose Bowl hosts two of college football's best teams.
It has been at the heart of the recreational section of the Arroyo, so a number of activities have been generated in that central part around the Rose Bowl.
One can find opportunities for soccer, baseball, golf, or numerous other activities in the Central Arroyo. For those that know the Arroyo well, know that the Central Arroyo is a place where people like you and me go to achieve their personal best.